Hello, everybody. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? You guys, I'm trying something a little different than what we normally do. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear what I'm saying when you jump on. Um, oh, um, you guys, let me change something here real quick. There we go. So, how's it going? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday over on YouTube. Like I said, let me know when you jump on here if you can hear what I'm saying, because I've done a little bit different setup than I normally do, and I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Kind of crazy. So I'm trying something a little different, you guys. So bear with me if things get a little crazy or anything. I don't know why this thing like moves. I've got it locked in, but it feels like it moves a lot. There we go. So anyway, so I was trying to give you two so you could see what I was doing, but then I could talk to you too. Hey, Christy, can you hear me? Just curious because I'm trying something different and I'm not sure you can hear me. So let me know, please. Let me know. So anyway, you guys, this is going to be fun. Thank you, Christy, for having me. And I am taking Michelle's spot today. And fantastic. Good. Thought I'd try something different. Hey, why not, right? Right? Okay. So anyway, what we're going to do today is I have these wood thank you. Wood butterflies. I couldn't think of what they were. I got two of them. My friend, let me show you the other one. They're exactly the same, but I'm still going to show you. It comes with the little antennas. My friend Melissa from Junket Craft Treasures sells them on her webpage, so you can check them out if you'd want to. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this guy here, and I kind of want to do an ombre effect from kind of like the sky down to like green down here, because I want to use this stencil here. This is "In a Field of Roses, she is a wildflower," but I'm not going to use the words, but I just kind of want to put these flowers on the bottom down here. And maybe some of these butterflies, up, going up. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different butterflies going up into there. I thought it would be kind of cool. Why not, right? Well, that's what we do. We just try things. Okay. So this part here of the body of the butterfly, we're going to, let me move my iPad out of the way. We're going to make a mold. Use the silicone molds and make a mold. Hey, Dana, how are you? So that's my thought. If we get to the other one, we'll do the other one. If not, we won't. I'm not trying to make these be the same, you know what I mean? Like a set. I'm just going to kind of do them as, as two separate projects, I guess you could say. So let's get started here. So I'm going to start at the top, and I think I'm going to see, I want to end in green. Okay, and the sky's kind of bluish color, so I'm looking at blue, and of course we'll have some white in there and stuff, and we may go like from here down to here, but I don't want to go too dark because I want to be able to see my flowers and do my flowers in all different colors. So let's just start with getting some white, and actually I'm going to grab my white apple barrel because this is chalk paint. It might be a little thick. So here we go. So let's take some plain old white apple barrel. I'm going to shut my fan off so my stuff doesn't dry real super fast. So totally different way to do this. But it seems like this camera here, this one on this that you see here, just keeps very slowly moving down. I don't know if I don't have something tight or what's happening. I'm going to leave it and leave it alone. It's just something to get used to, right? Right. Okay, so let's just take some of this and let's just get some on here. Okay, I'm going to get the white up in here at the top. Now remember, when you're doing the ombre, you want your paints to flow. So you kind of got to keep them wet, work quickly, use water, however, whatever to keep your paints a little bit wet. So I'm just going to I'm not putting a ton on, but I'm putting more than a little. So right there we go. We're going to start out with the white there. Okay. See that? I keep moving around. I'm sorry. And then let's go into some blue. I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper here to drop my blue on. And isn't that a pretty color of blue? I think it's pretty. Now I'm just going to use the same brush, okay? And that will get the white, the whites in there already too. See that? This is so simple, you guys, and so fun to do. I love playing with paints and colors and things like that. So this is fun to me. Now we will fix it. Remember, we're going to put the mold down the center. So I'm just going to go over the top of that. Now I will wet that and blend that some more here in a minute. But I'm just kind of going down so there's not so many definite lines there. We'll get it. I promise. Okay, so let's go into kind of this peacock teal color here. And then we'll end the very bottom with the green. Okay, so I've kind of got definite lines right now, but we're going to fix it. I'll wet it down and blend all these together is what my plan is. Right here. I'm kind of wanting what it to look like. It's kind of, words are hard today, you guys. I don't know what the deal is. Kind of want it to look like outside, because we're going to put those flowers on there. Okay, so now let's go down to the green. Of course, this green is open. Let me see if my other green is got one that's open already. I do. Just grabbed the wrong bottle. Oh, goodness. Goodness. So how is everybody? Hello, Marcia. Hello, Shauna. I know, sometimes words are just hard. Crazy. Now see, for me, I like this right here. This would be fine for me, but I kind of want it muted down because, like I said, we are putting that stencil over the top, and I want the flowers to really show. So I'm going to grab some water right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some water on my brush like that, and I'm just going to start blending these colors together. Now I'm going to do something different because I shouldn't have done that. Let me get my brush wet here. And here we go. And we'll blend those a little bit. Okay. But see how it's starting to look ombre? Going from the light to the dark. Let's just grab that. Let's just do this. And this is just a new, fresh brush. Got quite a bit of water there, but that's all right. But you can also see how the green and all that's working its way up in there too, so that it's not all, all the greens at the bottom. There's green going all the way up, but not a ton of green. Okay. So I'm going to grab some white paint here and kind of go over it just a little bit like that. I think you guys probably all know how to do this kind of thing. But I just thought it would be pretty on this butterfly. And like I said, put the flowers on there. So, see, that was quick and fast. Look at that. I think I like how that looks. I like that butterfly. I'm going to spin that around. I like that. Hello, Make All Things with me. She's up next, you guys. So all of our links and everything are up in the description. So make sure you go check that out. I really like how that looks, you guys. And look how fast it was. It was so fast. So fast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry for a minute. And while that's drying, we are going to trying to decide. I'm going to let it dry because that took us, what, a whole 10 minutes? That was quick. But we have the sides and stuff still to do. So I'm going to sit that over there and let that dry. Oh, don't want to sit it there because that's where my cornstarch is. And let's go ahead and let's start getting us a center for our butterfly. Now, how I'm going to know what my center is, because my paint's wet over there, so I'm going to take this one right here and try to decide which would be best to use. I kind of like this one here because then I can shave off. It's pretty much the right length, but it's wide enough that it's going to cover this part here. I think we'll use that one right there because this one I think is just a little too wide. And I don't really want the roses. So I think we'll use that one. Yeah, because it's going to cover that. And then we'll just break off what we don't want to use, you know? Oh my gosh, I spilled paint on me and on the floor. Give me 2 seconds here, ladies. I dropped the lid down there. I'll get it in a minute. Let's wipe that off and wipe this off. Just moved my trash can, so now I don't know where my trash can is. Okay, so I like to use this air dry clay, this paper clay. This is the brand I like to use. I know there's a whole bunch of different ones, but this is the one that I like to use. And what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of cornstarch. Oh no, your phone died. That's you had to jump on your husband's phone, I see. Is it just me, or are we all named Christy, or Christina? Maybe. I mean, I think it must have been a popular name at one point, right? I'm probably older than all of you guys. I am I'll be double nickels this year, so I'm 54. But I think there was, just like all names, there's always a phase that, was that the one I was wanting to use? Yeah. There's always a phase where everybody uses all the names. But yeah, but I can remember being a kid. Dang it, I got paint everywhere, you guys. Can't do anything. I can remember being a kid, and I never could find anything with my name spelled right. It was always spelled like Christina and Christy, and even, our other Christy. But I always had trouble because my mom just put an I on the end. And that's my name. My name's not Christina, and Christy's short or anything like that. That's just Christy. Okay, so I am not real good at doing these. I've only done them a couple times, and I seem to mine always end up cracking. I think that's par for the course on these, but we're just gonna go for it right here. And if you guys have hints, let me know. This mold right here, I got off of Amazon. I got these off of Amazon before I discovered, the IOD ones right here. And I do seem to like those a little bit better. They seem to be, I don't know, the clay seems to come out of them a little bit better, a little easier for me than this one. But I make do with what I've got, right? So I think I got it all squished in there. And it's funny because the first time I made these, I made a whole bunch of them. I didn't put them on anything. Oh, you're 65. We're pretty close. I took them out. And I thought, well, now I need to let them dry before I put them on my project. Well, you don't want to do that. You want to do it when it's a little bit wet because if you don't, then it won't form to what you're making. So see, like I had made them and they were a little bit, let's see, not flat and not even. And so then when I went to put it on, it was a mess. Let's just say it was a mess. So let's pull this guy up here and let's see how dry he is. It's pretty darn dry, but let's run the dryer over it real quick. Whoa. I have extra stuff on my table than I'm used to having because, like I said, I did the double thing. Yeah, I had trouble. I had trouble with these at first. It's a little bit easier now, but when I got the IOD ones, it's like, oh, they pop right out. I don't have any trouble whatsoever. So I mainly want the body here dry, so that we can stick that on there. So let's pull this guy out of here. Okay, now see, I don't know if this is right or wrong. Christy does a lot of molds, so she could probably correct a lot of the boo-boos that I'm doing. Now see, I always have these little extra pieces on the side where I didn't like smooth it out very well over there. So I just kind of grab a hold of it and pull it off. I don't worry about things being perfect anyway, so I just get most of it off of there like that. Right there. Okay. Now I'm going to just start right up here and we're going to come down to here. Okay. Now see, it doesn't cover that whole body there, but that's okay with me. Now what I'm going to do to kind of make this look like a head is I'm just going to kind of form it into his or her, smush it down, I guess you could say, so that it looks like it's its head right there. And then we need to come down here and come more into a point so it looks more like a body. So I'm kind of undoing the mold a little bit towards the bottom and stuff, but I kind of want it to look like, there we go, like a head and then the tail down here. Okay. So now I'm going to pull this back up and I'm going to just put a bead of hot glue down it and let it dry while we, you know what? I need to stencil first. Dang it, Christy. So let's sit this over here. I think it'll be okay. We kind of made it to the thing. Need to stencil on here first because I want the stencils to go back behind. So now this stencil right here, I can either do each thing different colors, like each flower a different color, or I could do the whole thing white. I kind of want to do them all different colors. I kind of want my flowers to be pink and orange and yellow, and I want my stems all to be green. So I'm just going to pull out my stencil brushes here, and I'm going to get these out of the way. If I need to get more paintbrushes out, I will. I have a little bit here. It's that over there. I'm going to just grab this green over here, and when you stencil, you put your paint on. See, like that. That's way too much paint. You kind of wipe it off, okay? And then you want to go in a circular motion to get that worked up in the brush. I already did it. Let me get a towel. Do it that way. In a circular motion to work it up into the brush. See how it's up in the bristles now? That's what you want to do. And then it's a good idea to take a paper towel and then just kind of make sure you got the excess off. It'll seem like you have you've taken too much off, but you'd be surprised at how much you still have on your brush. Now I'm just going to I want this flower down here, but I might not put that butterfly there. We'll see. So I'm going to just start right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this guy here. Now I know the bottom is already green. Okay, but I'm still going to go over the stems and stuff just to see, and then I want to look and see if you can see them on there. Not real well. but you can see them. Okay, because I want, you know, this, some of the stems will come up through to the blue. See that? Does that make sense? Am I making any sense whatsoever? It's in my head. I'm not making any sense whatsoever. You guys will see what I mean. And I don't want this to be like boom in your face. I want it to all be kind of subtle. Yeah, now see, I can see that real well. I'm going to leave this leaf off here. And now, something I will tell you too, if my green gets to where there's a flower supposed to be, I'm okay with that because it's all going to blend together anyway. I try not to make a big fuss about, you know, if my paints get together or get too close or whatever. I do the best I can, but I don't worry about it. So there we go. I'll show you guys what all this green looks like here in just a second. I'll pull it off and we'll look at it. We'll look at it a little bit. Here we go. There. Cover that little guy. Just like that. You guys, we're getting ready to go on vacation. I'm so excited to get out of the house and get somewhere and not have to worry about anything. Okay, so what that looks like so far? Not pretty? I think it's pretty. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you. So, since I pulled that off, I'm gonna dry it a little bit. Why I always throw my phone or my dryer on the floor. And dry it a little bit so I don't smear it. See that down there? I think that looks pretty. I think that looks pretty cool. Now we may end up going farther over with some in just a second, and we'll look at that. Okay. So now I'm just going to lay that right back on top, just like it was never lifted off. Now it is a good idea when you first start out to tape down your stencil, but you don't have to tape down your stencil. But it is a good idea, especially first starting out, so you don't accidentally bump it and move it. So now we're going to move on to some yellow. So I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow on here, or a lot. I put a lot. And it takes very little to stencil with. I just got my Father's Day stencils in today, and if I hadn't already decided I was going to do this, I probably would have done the Father's Day stencils today. I don't need that. They're pretty cool. The bundle they just let out, or they just released. Pretty neat. They're just really cool. I really like them. Here we go. Let's see, just kind of see that? Now let's look and see how that yellow looks on there. See how it just pops up there? Now I did pull out some buttons. I thought we might put some buttons on some of these flowers. I thought that might be kind of cute. Okay, see, I'm just randomly picking out flowers to put the paint on. Okay, so let's grab some orange here. So a little bit of orange right there. Now, I don't have to keep switching brushes. I could just use the same brush, and it's the same thing like when you're using a paintbrush. It just kind of mix it in. I forget about using the squares to block. I end up taping. Oh, I know, Deb. And I used to do that too. And I used to do that a lot. And then I was like, you know what, you big dummy? Come on. I'm not calling you a dummy, but it's so much easier just to hold this on here. So much easier. You need to do it. Get one of them out of the long set. Just take one out and go ahead and get it cut up and put it with your stuff. Because that's what I ended up doing, and that helped me to so I used it. Okay, so I'm going to use this light pink right here and get some pink in there. So yeah, see how I just moved that? So you just got to be mindful. Mindful, pay attention to what you're doing. I think this pink's going to be really pretty on there. But yeah, I had to just do it, Deb. Just get one cut up, and then that way it's all ready for you. Then you got to remember to do it. That's the other part, is to remember to grab it. But this is a lifesaver. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you guys, I think this is looking pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's use this. Let's do some dark blue or dark purple. This is like dark purple. See how dark it is? That's our school colors in these parts. So that's why I have that dark of a blue. I've made some volleyball stuff and things and needed the darker blue. So let's go, or the darker purple. It's a very bright purple. See that that was pink. So really we just have one more. Let's just do him. You know what we're gonna do is I really like that purple. Let's just make him purple too. I think that's really gonna pop out of there. Oh, you're not gonna see it. It's gonna be behind the mold. Silly me. Okay, so see where we're at so far? Not pretty? So pretty. But I feel like I might need another flower over here. Because it kind of goes off the board over here, but then stops over there. So let's do this. Let's see. I'm thinking, let me dry this a little bit. Excuse me. I am. So that I don't smear it when I lay it on there. So, yeah, you need to cut you up some squares, girl. Cut you up some squares. So, now see, this is the opposite when I have my camera up in front there. Thank you, Shauna. I have my camera up front there. I have to keep moving my stuff back. Now I need to move forward. I'll get used to this. I'll get used to this, but I think it'll be better because people will be able to see what's going on more. Okay, so I kind of want to go with what's over here. Now what I could do is I could flip my stencil so that the flowers, these are kind of, so it's the same flower, but it'll look just a little bit different because it's the opposite way. So I'm just going to lay that there, and I'm just going to grab these two flowers right here. So I'm going to get my screen here and put a little bit of stem on right there. See, I didn't even add more. I think we'll do this one yellow. Need to add a little more there. My brush is a little dry. This one yellow. And let's do this one pink. Let's grab some pink. Right there, but I don't want to get into those stems right there. So there we go. See that? So you can do both sides of your stencil. You don't have to just use one side. I guess I don't need to pick it up and show you. But see how pretty that looks? I think that looks pretty on there. I don't even know if we need a body. Maybe we should just leave this like a silhouette like that and not put the body on. And we could do the other one and put this body on that other one. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put that body on this one. We'll put it on the other butterfly. We'll do it here in a second because I really like how this is looking. Now, let's grab some of these butterflies and just randomly put a few of the butterflies. Now, I like the purple. So let's do, let's put this butterfly right over here and we'll do him purple. Right here, this purple. Do a purple butterfly. Let's do this butterfly right over here. Let's do it in the pink there. This nice big butterfly here. like that. Let's put a orange one in here. This orange didn't show up as bright as I thought it would. It kind of blended a little bit with the blue background. Now what I could do is I could go back over them with some more orange if I wanted to, but I think I'll just leave it alone. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop because I really like how that looks. I think this came out a little bit or better than I thought it was going to look. But let's do some more fun stuff to this. We still have the edges to do and stuff. But look, we could put a little button in the center of these flowers. See these? All these little baby buttons. Let's see, let's find a... I don't want to pour them out, but I'm going to have to. Okay, so let's find, like this pink guy could go right here. This little yellow one. Let's see. There's absolutely no orange ones in there. These are just buttons from the Dollar Tree, you guys. They're not... There's a couple little baby orange ones in here. There's an orange one. Well, that doesn't... There. Put that there. Like that. And then like these teeny little guys here. We could put one in there. Let me see. There's a little baby white one. No, I don't think so. I think just putting like on those three there. What do you guys think? I think that looks cool. Just to add a little something different. Oh, I don't want all those in there. Some of them came out of that other pack. Let's glue those on there. Why not? I'm trying to use up what we've got. And we've got plenty of stash, so I think it turned out really cute. I like it. Okay, so let's glue those on there. Why not? I'm just going to put a little bead here. Drop that on there. Just to add some dimension to this. Now I could get real fancy here, and we could put a bow and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not a big bow person. So I'm just going to kind of leave it like this right here. Now we're going to go around the edges with some dark blue to really make the edges defined. See, I think that turned out really cute. Look at that. That's so cute. And then we have, of course, we have the antennae that go in there, which I'll grab here in a second. Let's sit this stuff right over here out of the way. I'm going to take a stencil brush and I'm going to grab some of my dark blue right here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, actually, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do something different. If you'll hold 2 seconds, I'm going to grab some stain. Right here, let's grab that one's purple. Let's grab the navy stain right here. And we'll do the back like this, and we'll do the sides. Have it come around the sides. And let's find something to open it with. We'll just use a pair of scissors. Now, I like to use the Minwax water-based stain. You can get it in approximately 200 colors. So you have a lot of options there. What I like about it is it's something quick and fast to get your projects base coated, and it's beautiful, especially this navy blue. I absolutely love this navy blue, especially on wood. It's very pretty. You guys will see. It just really makes the grain pop. See that? Let's see, we'll do the back here, and then we'll go along the sides. If I don't go ahead and do the back, you guys, I'll never do it. So we're going to do it as quickly as possible to show you guys. And I'm picking out the blue. I've really been liking navy blue lately. You know, normally a lot of times I would just use like a brown stain for my back and for my edges and stuff like that. But I've really been liking how the navy blue looks. Even when I'm stenciling, a lot of times instead of using black you know, for my words and things like that, like we do a lot of times. I've been using this navy blue. I think it's just adds a different thing to it. See how pretty that turns out when you do that? So now we're going to go along the edges. And when I go along these edges, you guys, it's going to line the front. Okay. Now this is going to be kind of a pain. We're going to have to get a paintbrush out. But you see what I mean? See right there? Let's see. See how it kind of has it along the edge? I'm not showing you right. Boom. Let me show you forward. See that? It kind of gives it a line that frames it in type of look. Okay, but I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do it with a brush because there's a lot of little nooks and crannies in here, like it down in here. So I'm just going to get it on there and then we'll wipe it off a little bit. So you guys will try to get the other one done. We'll do the other butterfly with, I might just grab my unicorn spit and do that. Because you know what? Instead of sitting here doing this and making you guys watch me do that, if we have time, we'll come back to it. But if not, but I'm just going to go along this edge. Let me show you what it'll look like. What I mean about having it go up over the edge there. Because I really want to use that mold piece that we just, you know, took the time to mold out. So we need to do the other butterfly so I can put that on there. But I'll do around these edges a little bit later when we get off here. But I want to show you what I mean by framing it out. Okay, now see how up there at the top, it just kind of framed it. It makes it look like it's all done and finished. So that's why I was doing that. Okay, so let's sit this over here and let's let that dry for a little bit. And like I said, I'll finish that doing it because it's just gonna, you're just gonna watch me sit there and put paint on it. So let's grab, I'm gonna sit that there. So let's grab this other butterfly right here. Okay, now I'm not gonna stencil on it. So I'm done stenciling. So I'm gonna throw my stencil brushes in the water for right now. Okay, and I'm gonna reach over here and I'm gonna grab my unicorn spit. Who doesn't love unicorn spit? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are just gonna unicorn spit colors on this. Kind of like how we did this thing right here the other day. We're gonna kind of do that. Only I think I'm gonna use 3 colors, maybe 4. I don't know. Let's just start. Let's just start with the light color. If you don't know what unicorn spit is a gel stain. You can use it as, that's not been opened. Let's get an open one. You can use it as a paint or a stain. I use it as a stain a lot. I have painted with it. You just put some on your rag, your brush, whatever it is. And see, we're just going to kind of put some on here. I'm just going to kind of block it a little bit. Not, definite blocks, but kind of. Kind of like how a butterfly is. You know how when you were a kid, you did like that part of the butterfly, that color, that part of the butterfly, that color. That's kind of what I'm going to do here, I think. We'll do this wing, this color, and then we'll kind of blend them together. That's my thought right now. Anyway, I'll probably change my mind. Always do. Always do. Just going to kind of go over that a little bit. Right there. Now let's go from there to pink. And this is my rag's about done. I just use it till it's crunchy and it's ugly and I don't need to use it anymore. Okay. So the thing about the unicorn spit too, the colors are so vibrant, it really gets down into the wood grain. So like if I took this and sanded it off, you would still see these colors down into the wood grain. So they kind of just, it really, really stains the wood. So let's see this. You guys are probably going, what is she doing? What is she doing? This doesn't make sense. It will. Maybe. We'll either like it or we'll hate it, right? And what do we always say? We can always resand it. We can always start over. However we want to do it. But see, just kind of two different colors there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this purple. And that's not purple, that's blue. I'm going to grab some of this purple. And I'm going to try to kind of just put a little bit on here. Okay, and we're just going to kind of pull it in here. Kind of almost like you're dry brushing with a rag. To kind of get it to kind of go together a little bit, rather than being so stark with all the colors. Got a blob there, but that's okay. Right there, like that. There. Now let's go to, I'm going to grab orange. No, I'm not. I'm going to grab this dark blue and do kind of the same thing. A little bit here. Oops. It's not really dark blue. It's more of a, like a light royal blue. But I don't want to get too much. I got too much on there. See that? Isn't that pretty? Just something different. Something different. Okay, so let's get this guy on here and decide how we want. See, he's a little long. I'm going to cut him off there like that. And decide what we want to put on him. See, I think this is pretty just like this. So let's just glue this on here real quick. Just knock my other butterfly down. And I'll want this mold to dry. I don't know if I can paint it wet. I think I can. I think I can still paint it wet. But we'll just stick that on there. This little head's over a little bit. Probably not on there perfect. Probably ought to put some more up here. Like that. If it doesn't stay, I'll glue it with something else. I'm not sure if you should glue hot glue with these molds or not. So we'll see. We'll see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close these up because I don't want them to dry out because they're my favorite things in the world to use. I'll set that down there and I am going to grab this thing right here. And we're going to put let's put some copper. I don't know if this is going to be good. Look, I got all this on my hands. I don't know if this will be good to use. Maybe I should paint it first to get it down in there. Or I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to turn out the white being down inside there. Let's see that. And then let's get some of this silver here. And I'm just using the same finger, so it's going to kind of blend together. But that's okay. So, right like that. See that? I got quite a bit right there. Now I'm definitely going to grab, this old denim to put on there. because I think the blue will go with the blue that's already on, on here. So it'll kind of make it kind of match a little bit, just like that. You can do this with paint too. If you don't have these waxes like this, you can kind of do this kind of dry brushing with paint on here. But I think when that dries, and easy and quick and cute, I think. Now, what we could do is get a rag and clean our fingers off. Now, to go along the same thing with, it's a little bit plain, but it is a cool background. What we could do is we could pull out some of our smaller stencils, and I happen to have some here, just to put like a little saying on one side or the other. Let's grab these. I've got a whole stack here, you guys, of stencils. So, and they're all spread out everywhere. And there's actually Easter ones in here too. So don't judge me because I have not put my stencils away. But what we could do here is, these are my butterfly ones. She's a wildflower. Girl Happy Thoughts. Let's look at these. See what we think about those. Some little gnomes. I'm terrible about not putting my stuff up. There's some pretty flowers there, but I will get them out of the way. Okay, so look, we could see these little fairies. Look at these. These are like little fairies and stuff. We could just put these guys right down here, like in white, and we could put she's a wildflower right over here, just like that, right there, like that. Now see, that doesn't completely fit on there, and I'll just tape that off and not do the flower and just have the saying and then have the little fairy garden over here. What do you think of that? I think that would be cute. Now where's my white lid is on the floor. So let's move this out of the way. Okay, so here's my white paint. There they are, the stencil brushes. Or we could do it, let's do it in the dark blue, because I like the dark blue so well. I was just talking about it, so let's just do it in dark blue. This is the Nautical Blue by Folk Art right there. Let me grab another paper towel. And again, I'm just putting paint on my brush. I'm working it in. I want the paint up in the bristles, not on the ends. But see, these little fairies are going to be cute, I think. With their little toadstools and stuff. There's a little snail down there. Just going to put it on like that. Here we go. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Now see, I could do each, like, the grass green and all that kind of stuff, but I think this will look cool. It'll be, ooh, don't move it. It'll be kind of like it's shadowed on there. Let me see. Now I didn't get like every single little crook and cranny on this thing. I just, see how it's kind of just shadowed in there? Isn't that cool? Okay, so, and look, my wildflower doesn't fit on here perfectly, and neither does the word she. But, well, that's not good. What did I do with my... Just get a piece of tape. This is what Deb meant by taping stuff off. See, you can just put tape over it and then you don't have to worry about it. Just like that. But I don't know what my cardboard must have fell on the floor. That one had paint all over it, so I had to toss it. So... But see how fast this went from drab to fab just by putting a few stencils on. But anyway, I was talking about we were getting ready to go on vacation. I still have a bit of Easter craft supplies to put away. I know, me too. Oh, Christy, you would like the stencil of the month. This month has a big mushroom. Doesn't have any fairies on it, but I always think of mushrooms and fairies going together. Can't wait to do that. Mine actually came today, but like I said, I had already decided what I wanted to do, so I didn't want to switch. So see how it just kind of added something fun to it. Something fun. You can also, to frame your edges, if you were using paint, you can just go along here like this with your stencil brush that already has the blue on it. And go along there, and see, I can even put some of this on here just so that the color is somewhere on there other than just on the stencil. But I like, oh, I just stuck my finger in that clay. I like to frame, finish the edges. I don't know. I just think that makes it really look cool. Now, something else you can do with your stencil brushes, which is kind of cool, is like on this. This will grab the edges just like your finger will and stuff. So, not sure about him, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we'll like it. But right there. I think that turned out kind of cute. Now, see, this one has mushrooms and butterflies too. We could even put, why not? Put this at the bottom down here. Now, you want to use a stencil brush that's the size of your stencil. This is too big, actually, for what I'm doing. I should use this smaller one. So I'm just going to switch because I can. Because, you know, you need a smaller area to get down into those little spots. So this goes on a lot better with a smaller brush than with the bigger brush. So one size does not fit all when it comes to stencil brushes is basically what I'm trying to say. You guys make sure every Wednesday, these guys are on here. The Artistry Community, oh man, I'm going to say it wrong. Anyway, it's up in my description. Make sure that you follow all these guys over here on YouTube and check them out because they have some really cool stuff going on all the time. And on Wednesdays, they all come on here. I took Michelle's spot today. She had something she needed to do, so I took her spot. But look how pretty that looks. I think that turned out really cute. So let's grab the other one. See, I'm going to lay these down here, so I'll take them and wash them. Need to wash this one too, so let's lay it right down here. I'll put this with my stack, wherever I put my stack of other ones. Look, I didn't even put the lid on that right there. So what time is it going to be? 54. We're not doing too bad. Now, I want to put these in, but I'll just put a little bit of hot glue on them, but I need to paint the edges first. So I need to do the edges before I stick these in, but I'm going to stick them in to show you what they look like. But you'd probably want to put a little bit of hot glue on there. So see? Just so that they stay. But look, isn't he cute? Cute little butterfly. So Now, if you wanted to hang him outside or something like that, they're just washing around, so the glue would make them stay better. See what I mean? See there? You'd want to really seal it really good. I don't know that I'll put mine outside. I'll probably put them right here in the craft room because I think they're cute. Same thing with this guy here. You know, his little horns, antennae right there. See? So we did 2 cute little butterflies. They're the same, but they're different. Different effects, different looks to them right there. Oh, hi, Jeannie. Hi, Melanie. Hello, hello. Didn't see you guys. I know, I love the navy blue when I'm stenciling. I just really like that anymore. I think it, I don't know, I just really like it. So we got the fairies, and then we did these cute little guys here. So that's what we got to do. So I'm going to sit him, and I'm going to work on this a little bit, work on this edge, and we can chit chat if you'd like. Trying to think if anything exciting's going on. Some floating hearts. Yeah, give us some floating hearts. I don't know if you can do floating hearts on here. I don't know if you can. What YouTube likes is the thumbs up. And you have to get out of the chat to go check out the thumbs up. I'm pretty sure most of you know how to get there to do that. That would be great. So you just close the chat off and then do that, and then you can come open the chat back up. YouTube's a little bit different than Facebook. It takes a little bit to get used to. I know when I first came on YouTube, I was a nervous wreck. I didn't know what I was doing, and there's so many different buttons and so many different options, and it was a little bit overwhelming. But once I started messing around with it, it's just like Facebook was when we first started Facebook. It was a little confusing and a little hard and stuff, and now you guys don't even think about what you're doing over on Facebook. You just do it naturally. It's the same thing with YouTube. You just gotta get used to, and it just takes some time. So I encourage anybody that's on here that's a creator to get your YouTube channel up and running, because you don't want all your eggs in one basket, basically, so that people can find you if something would happen over on Facebook, because it seems like Facebook can just take your page whenever they want to, and then you've got the wonderful world of hackers that likes to take your page or send requests to people and things like that, and that stinks too. I had that issue on my personal page this last week. I started getting messages from everybody. I got a friend request from you. So I had to go in, and I went ahead and did that certification thing that Facebook has, where you can you get the blue check mark next to your name, and it's supposed to help you not get hacked so easily or whatever. I don't know, but I went ahead and did it. But your personal Facebook page has to match your driver's license. So the downfall to that is that, like I had my maiden name on there too, so that, people that I knew when I was a kid or in high school and stuff could still find me, because they don't know my married name. So that's gone now, but that's the way it works. So kind of stinks when that kind of stuff happens. But it happens. What else can you do? What can you do? Right? That's why I say it's a good idea, especially if you're a creator, to get yourself somewhere else too. I mean, even if it's, TikTok or whatever. I have a TikTok channel, but I don't have a bunch of stuff over there. Okay, you guys, make sure you go check everybody out. All the descriptions are up in my, or all the links are up in my description. Go check everybody out and tell them hello, and give them some thumbs up and all that fancy stuff. And I'm going to be on vacation this last time I'm going live for about 10 days. So, because I'll be on vacation, but probably pop in with some reels and some different things like that. But we won't be crafting or anything. So, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and even better tomorrow. And I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.